Alright guys, back here on the 21st of June, and these are the flowers. You can see them, but we just did the uphill section. We're going to work our way down to the bottom section. I'm pretty close, so you guys are going to have to just adjust, right? So here's the tomato plants. These guys, like this one right in front of me, he's about 6 foot tall. I think I did a video saying we put the shade cloth up on the 4th of June this year, so a month earlier than last year. But I actually have eaten my first Rossellini. We got another one or two there. There's one in the background there. There you can see it. So I did eat my first tomato for the year a couple days ago. But these plants are doing good. They're running up. I keep on trying to weave them in and out of the trellis here, trying to keep them somewhat under control. There's a lot of it that's not going to be under control. But this plant here is pretty interesting. I don't remember what it is, but this thing has put out like, I don't know, that's got to be like 20 plus flower heads, and if you look inside of each one of those, there is a tomato. It's pretty crazy, but these guys are all doing good. All my tomatoes are doing good so far. Not all of them, but most of them. These two you can see, they're way smaller. These two, I almost let them die in their little tray, and then I said, you know what, I got that little bed right there, let's just throw them in there and see what they want to do. And they came back, and they're doing good. They're starting to do their own thing. But as you can see, there's tomatoes all over these things. I mean, I just can't wait. I'm waiting for a big slicer. You can see some way down in there. You can see down here. You know, we've got tomatoes just, they're doing their thing. So let's work our way down, and then I'll chat with you about some other stuff. But these tomatoes here, this one I dug up from somewhere. The second one I dug up from somewhere. I think the third one was already there, so that should be an original. It was the only plant to pop up in this general vicinity, which is always where I've had that one. I don't even know what kind of tomato it was, but it comes back every year. So anyways, we'll work our way down here. So my grapes, I think I lost them. The plant itself looks fine, but the grapes, not so much. They kind of shriveled up and died for some other reason. But here is the tomato patch. So these are Romas for sure. They're smaller, and then about halfway is a different variety, and then this mess of things is two different varieties. So, and this plant every day, this plant here, the first one by the shovel handle here, looks terrific every day, but it gets the most amount of sunshine in the afternoon heat. But here's the problem, right? Remember I showed you on a couple videos ago, well, you can see it here better probably. Here's one cattle panel. Here's another cattle panel. They're 2.5 feet apart, and as you can tell, now I did not plan on walking between those. I just didn't plan on it growing that thick together. But at this point, you can only tie up so much, and really now I'm just like, hopefully you fall on that cattle panel and don't just break branches. So there's that. But you can see I've tied off. Look at, I've only got 3 feet between this cattle panel here and this cattle panel here. But look at, I've done a good job on that one. So the spaghetti squash right here, it's grown up. It's tied itself together for some odd reason. That's right. Yeah, get up there. Yeah, untie yourself. Well, whatever. But it's got a little thing. So, and then the watermelon, and then the other watermelon, and then these are the cucumbers. We still have some other cucumbers right here that need to get kind of just pushed up and tied up. But again, you know, tomatoes, and I take you down lower, but it's gonna be a pain. You're just gonna see a bunch of leaves. But I've done a really good job in this whole, keeping this section open, and I've also done a good job of keeping the bottom, like, oh look, there's tomatoes, but we keeping the bottom somewhat clean, and so, you know, the wind knocked over these sunflowers. They're Alina 45, but there's the downhill. But you know, doing an alright job. We've got a lot of tomatoes. We just got to get to the ripening section. There's a little man running around over there doing this thing. He ain't so little. Peach tree's got a bunch of peaches on it. He likes to eat them off of the plant. They're not even ripe. But there's the upper section. Here's the downhill section. Like I said, there's a bunch of tomatoes in there, but as soon as they're turning ripe, guys, I'm coming right back at you to show you a big old harvest. But everything's really doing pretty doggone good. Not much for bug damage. Waiting for the worms to come. When they do, it's going to be trouble in the tomato patch, but we're going to get what we can while we can. So, talk to you guys later. See ya.